you ever mix turmeric with certain foods without realizing it could harm your brain? Turmeric is often praised as one of the healthiest spices on earth. It's known for fighting inflammation, improving memory, and protecting against aging. But what most people don't know is that when combined with certain foods, turmeric can have the exact opposite effect, potentially contributing to inflammation, memory loss, and even cognitive decline. In today's video, we're uncovering 5 common foods you should never mix with turmeric if you want to keep your brain sharp and your body strong. These combinations can cancel out turmeric's healing power, or, even worse, create toxic reactions that stress your nervous system and accelerate aging. Stay with me until the end, because the last combination is one that many seniors consume every single day without realizing how dangerous it can be. Once you understand these 5 food traps, you'll be able to use turmeric properly to strengthen your mind, reduce inflammation, and live a longer, clearer, and more energetic life. Let's begin. Food 1. Turmeric and processed oils, the toxic mix. One of the worst combinations you can make with turmeric is mixing it with processed or refined oils. Many people use turmeric when cooking, fried or packaged foods, thinking it will make the meal healthier. But when turmeric interacts with these highly processed oils like canola, soybean, or vegetable oil, it can actually produce the opposite effect. Instead of protecting your brain and body, this mix can trigger inflammation, block blood flow, and even damage the cells responsible for memory and focus. Turmeric's healing power comes from curcumin, its main active compound. Curcumin works best when absorbed with healthy fats, such as olive oil or coconut oil. However, refined oils are chemically unstable and oxidize easily when heated. When turmeric is cooked in these oils, the heat and oxidation destroy curcumin's structure, turning its antioxidant benefits into harmful byproducts. Over time, this toxic interaction can cause oxidative stress. Essentially, it's like rust forming inside your brain. That oxidative stress contributes to the gradual decline in memory, slower thinking, and the early stages of cognitive diseases. To understand how this happens, think of 73-year-old Linda. She loved adding turmeric to her fried foods, believing it was a way to balance her diet. She used store-bought vegetable oil, not realizing that the oil's heat and chemicals were neutralizing turmeric's protective effect. After several years, her doctor told her she had early signs of cognitive impairment and inflammation markers in her blood. When she switched to healthier fats and started using turmeric correctly, her brain, fog, and joint pain began to ease. If you want to get the best out of turmeric, always use it with natural fats. A teaspoon of olive oil or a little avocado can make a huge difference in absorption. These good fats act like a transport system, helping curcumin enter your bloodstream and reach your brain and muscles effectively. Turmeric itself is not the problem. What you mix it with determines whether it heals or harms. By avoiding processed oils, you not only protect your brain, but also give turmeric the power to work as nature intended, reducing inflammation, improving memory, and keeping your mind sharp as you age. Food 2. Turmeric and dairy products, the brain's silent enemy. One of the most common mistakes people make is adding turmeric to dairy-based foods like milk, yogurt, or creamy sauces. It might seem harmless, even healthy, because both turmeric and milk are often seen as traditional wellness staples. But when combined, they can actually cancel out each other's benefits and, in some cases, promote the buildup of inflammation and plaque in the brain. Here's why. Turmeric's key nutrient, curcumin, is a strong anti-inflammatory compound that helps clear harmful proteins, like beta-amyloid from the brain. These are the same proteins linked to dementia. However, casein, a protein found in most dairy products, binds tightly to curcumin, preventing your body from absorbing it properly. This means the curcumin that should be protecting your brain never reaches your bloodstream. Instead, it gets trapped and broken down in your digestive system before it can do its job. To make matters worse, most commercial dairy products are pasteurized and processed at high temperatures. This changes their chemical structure and can trigger mild inflammatory responses in older adults. When you combine that with turmeric, which needs a clean environment to perform well, you end up with a toxic mix that quietly increases inflammation in your brain and nervous system. Over time, this can affect concentration, short-term memory, and even your ability to regulate mood. Let's take the story of 67-year-old Martin as an example. He had heard that turmeric milk was good for sleep and joint pain, so he made a warm glass of it every night. But after months, he noticed increasing forgetfulness, brain fog, and low energy. His doctor found signs of inflammation and advised him to cut out dairy altogether. When he started taking turmeric with water and a bit of black pepper instead, his clarity returned and he felt more alert. If you want to enjoy turmeric safely, replace dairy with plant-based alternatives such as almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk. These are rich in healthy fats that actually help your body absorb curcumin better. And if you enjoy creamy dishes, use turmeric with olive oil or a spoonful of avocado instead. These natural fats enhance curcumin's absorption without adding inflammation. You can still enjoy the comforting flavor of turmeric drinks or sauces. You just need to choose the right base. That one simple swap can protect your brain, keep your memory sharper, and prevent the gradual cognitive decline that affects so many people after 60. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Food 3. Turmeric and sugar, the silent brain killer. Turmeric is powerful only when your body can fully absorb and use its anti-inflammatory compounds. But when you combine turmeric with sugar, whether it's from sweetened drinks, desserts, or even honey-laden recipes, you end up destroying much of its benefit. Sugar is one of the leading contributors to inflammation in the human body, and when it meets turmeric, it weakens the spice's healing effect and triggers the very conditions turmeric is meant to fight. Here's what happens inside your body. Turmeric contains curcumin, which helps protect brain cells from oxidative stress and buildup of toxic proteins. But when sugar enters the bloodstream, it binds with proteins and fats to create compounds, known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs damage blood vessels and neurons, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your brain. When this process happens repeatedly, it can lead to memory loss, brain fog, and an increased risk of dementia. Turmeric can't work effectively in this environment. It gets overpowered by the inflammatory chaos sugar creates. Take 72-year-old Diane, for example. She loved making golden milk at night, turmeric powder mixed with milk and a spoonful of honey. She believed it helped her sleep and reduced her joint pain. But after months of daily use, she started noticing frequent headaches and trouble focusing. Her nutritionist later pointed out that the sugar in honey was neutralizing the turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects. Once she switched to a sugar-free version, using coconut milk and a pinch of black pepper, her clarity and mood began to improve. Excessive sugar also triggers spikes in insulin, which over time can lead to insulin resistance, a condition linked not only to diabetes, but also to cognitive decline. Researchers have found that high insulin levels disrupt the way the brain clears out beta-amyloid plaques, the same harmful proteins that build up in Alzheimer's disease. That's why the combination of sugar and turmeric is particularly dangerous. It gives a false sense of health while quietly feeding the very disease it's supposed to prevent. To protect your brain and preserve turmeric's power, avoid combining it with sweetened foods or beverages. If you like a warm drink, add cinnamon or ginger for natural flavor. Both spices complement turmeric's effects and help stabilize blood sugar levels. You can also use stevia or monk fruit for a mild, natural sweetness that won't trigger inflammation. Remember, turmeric works best in a low-sugar environment. Every teaspoon of sugar you skip gives curcumin more room to protect your neurons and strengthen your brain's resilience against aging. Choosing whole, unsweetened foods may seem small, but it's one of the simplest ways to turn turmeric from an ordinary spice into a lifelong ally for your mind and memory. Food 4. Turmeric and alcohol, the dangerous brain suppressor. Another combination that can silently damage your brain is turmeric, mixed with alcohol. Many people think having a turmeric-based drink or supplement after a glass of wine or beer is harmless, but this pairing can lead to serious long-term harm. Alcohol strains the liver, the very organ responsible for filtering toxins and processing curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. When you mix the two, you overload your liver and make it less effective at breaking down toxins. Over time, this can lead to inflammation, memory loss, and even accelerated cognitive decline. Here's what happens in your body. Curcumin supports detoxification by enhancing liver enzymes that clear out harmful substances. Alcohol, on the other hand, suppresses these enzymes and increases oxidative stress. So when both are consumed together, your body becomes confused. It's trying to detoxify while also managing the toxic effects of alcohol. This battle overwhelms your system, allowing harmful compounds to linger longer in your bloodstream and brain. These toxins damage neurons, disrupt communication between brain cells, and contribute to the buildup of plaque that leads to dementia. Imagine a 70-year-old man named Henry. Every evening, he enjoyed a small glass of red wine and thought he could balance it out by taking turmeric capsules right afterward. He believed turmeric would undo the effects of alcohol. But after several months, Henry began to experience fatigue, poor focus, and frequent headaches. His doctor later explained that the combination was overwhelming his liver and increasing inflammation in his brain. Once he stopped pairing the two and began spacing his turmeric intake several hours apart from alcohol, his energy and clarity gradually returned. The problem isn't the occasional drink, it's the timing and combination. When turmeric and alcohol are consumed close together, they work against each other. Alcohol causes dehydration, which reduces blood flow and oxygen to the brain. Turmeric can't do its protective job in a dehydrated, toxic environment. Instead of reducing inflammation, it ends up trapped in the same toxic cycle, unable to deliver its healing compounds effectively. If you want turmeric to support your brain health, it's best to give it space to work. Take it with food and water, never alongside alcohol. If you occasionally enjoy a drink, wait at least 24 hours before consuming turmeric supplements or heavily spiced foods. This gives your liver time to recover and ensures that curcumin can be fully absorbed and processed safely. For seniors looking to improve cognitive health, this small change can make a tremendous difference. Turmeric is a healer, but when combined with alcohol, it becomes a burden your body can't easily manage. Protect your brain by separating them, allowing each to play its role, the drink for enjoyment and the spice for healing. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Food 5. Turmeric and artificial supplements, the hidden interaction. The final and often most overlooked danger is mixing turmeric with synthetic supplements or medications without understanding how they interact. Many seniors take turmeric capsules along with vitamins, fish oil, or prescription drugs, thinking they're simply enhancing their health. But the truth is, turmeric can react strongly with certain synthetic ingredients, especially those found in multivitamins, iron tablets, or blood thinners. And the results can be harmful, even leading to long-term brain and liver issues. Turmeric works by improving blood circulation and reducing inflammation, which are great benefits on their own. However, when combined with artificial supplements that already thin the blood or stimulate the immune system, it can go too far. The result? You may experience dizziness, headaches, or mental fog due to decreased oxygen delivery to the brain. Worse, some compounds in low-quality supplements can block the enzymes that help your body process curcumin, reducing its effectiveness or even turning it into a compound your body can't safely eliminate. Take 74-year-old Nancy, for instance. She started taking turmeric pills along with her daily vitamin D, omega supplements, and an over-the-counter memory booster. Within a few weeks, she began feeling lightheaded and forgetful. Her doctor later discovered her liver enzymes were elevated, and that the artificial additives in her supplements were reacting with curcumin, placing stress on her system. After simplifying her routine, taking turmeric only with food and cutting out synthetic boosters, her clarity returned and her energy improved. Another concern comes from iron supplements. Turmeric is known to bind to iron molecules, making it harder for the body to absorb them. For older adults who already struggle with anemia or low iron levels, this combination can worsen fatigue, weakness, and poor blood flow to the brain. Over time, that lack of oxygen can contribute to mental confusion and slower cognitive function. The same applies to medications that regulate blood sugar or cholesterol. Turmeric enhances their effects, which can lead to dangerously low blood pressure or blood sugar if taken together without medical guidance. That's why it's always important to separate turmeric supplements from other medications by several hours. Or better yet, take them under your doctor's supervision. And here's something most people overlook. Not all turmeric supplements are created equal. Many cheap brands add fillers, dyes, or artificial stabilizers to keep the powder fresh looking. These additives can interfere with the brain's chemical balance and reduce the spice's natural neuroprotective properties. Instead of healing, they add to the toxin load your body must clear, slowly eroding your mental sharpness over time. If you want to take turmeric safely, choose pure organic powder or high-quality capsules that contain black pepper extract. This natural ingredient helps curcumin absorb better. Avoid combining turmeric with multiple synthetic pills at the same time, and always take it with whole foods, not on an empty stomach. Whole foods create a natural buffer that protects your stomach lining and ensures turmeric's nutrients go where they're needed, most your brain, joints, and circulation. By making this one change, keeping turmeric natural and separate from artificial supplements, you allow it to act as it was meant to, as a gentle, natural medicine that protects your memory, clears your mind, and strengthens your body without interference. When used properly, turmeric becomes one of the most powerful tools for longevity and mental clarity. Your brain's health depends not just on what you eat, but on what you combine. Turmeric is powerful, but only when it's used with care, respect, and balance. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, remember that turmeric is one of nature's most potent gifts, but even the best ingredients can turn harmful when misused. The foods and habits we've discussed today, processed oils, dairy, sugar, alcohol, and artificial supplements, may seem harmless on their own, but when paired with turmeric, they can slowly undermine the very health benefits you're trying to achieve. By avoiding these combinations, you protect your brain from inflammation, improve your circulation, and give your body the chance to truly heal itself. Use turmeric with clean, natural fats, plant-based milks, and whole foods, and watch how your energy, focus, and memory begin to improve. Aging gracefully isn't just about what you add, it's about what you avoid. When you use turmeric wisely, it becomes more than a spice, it becomes a daily medicine for your mind and body. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching.